right, if you were worried about your Saturday night plans this week, then Team India have come to your rescue. It was 2-1 in this series. They made it 2-2. And now heading into the fifth one, we are in for not a dead rubber, but for a blockbuster clash. It's 2-2 and all to play for between these two teams in this 5-match T20I series between India and England. Sandeepan Banerjee joins me. My name is Sumed Bilgi. You're watching cricketnews.com. And the two of us have been fortune tellers this series. Everything that we predicted has come true. So we predicted that Surya Kumar Yadav will come into the team, and he came in with a lot of swagger, Sandeepan. That first ball six and that incredible innings took India to what was a very good total, and the bowlers did the job. Sandeepan, India will be very confident, not just because of what they did in the 40-20, but in the manner in which they did it. They went on to defend the score, which everybody was talking a whole lot about, and that will give them a lot of confidence heading into the deciding one.
Yeah, before that, I think we have also predicted that Surya, we actually urged that Surya should come at number 3.
Please.
And he did. Yeah, please send him at number 3. Usko batting to do yaar. Jaise hamare mohalle cricket mein hota hai.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, anyway, so Surya did. I told you that you need to employ the Mumbai Indians game plan here. And I think Team India is slowly slowly adapting to that formula. But on a serious note, yes, Surya did absolutely well. I mean, at number 3, and not only Surya, I think Rahul Chahar, under the circumstances, he bowled quite decently. Though he in the latter half of his spell, he went for runs, but initially when the ball was not that wet, he did well. And obviously, who would have? And I think we should also remember Shardul Thakur. Yes, he did bowl those wide balls, and he was under the bit of pump in the last over. But the 2 wickets he took in the middle overs, I think that turned the game around for the Indian team. But yes, finally India have defended a total, and any team, not only India, I mean any team has defended total in this series, and finally bowlers are have something to say here.
Sandeepan, before we go ahead and talk about everything else, it seems like you're siding with Michael Vaughan, who's been going on and on and on about Mumbai Indians being a better team than Indian team, and the Mumbai Indians boys doing well in this Indian side. But hey, at the end of the day, T20 is a lot about individual skill, even though it's a team sport. And these individuals have come in and added a lot to this team, Sandeepan. You're talking about Rahul Chahar, you're talking about Surya Kumar Yadav. India looked like a very different side in the previous game, and I think that will give them a lot to take forward into this decider as well.
Absolutely. Their game plan. Look at their game plan. Look at their bowling plans, especially with the old ball, the knuckle balls, the slower bouncers, and with the old balls, it was very hard to execute. You obviously you understand that. So I think Shardul, barring that final over, I think he did a brilliant job, and so did Bhubi. I mean, Bhubi was absolutely brilliant with the new ball and the 2 overs he bowled in the death. I think, and also let's not forget the contribution of Hardik Pandya. I mean, he also, I think he opened the bowling. He took the new ball alongside Bhubi in the game. And when Malan and all were at the crease, Hardik was bowling those slow bounces very, very brilliantly. And the wet ball was actually gripping the surface. Actually, I was quite surprised to see that. And in the post-match, Indian players were talking about presentations. Indian players were talking about that the dew was actually very hard on that night compared to the other games. So I guess it has overall fantastic job done by the Indian bowlers. I think.
All right, so we'll obviously talk about the individuals and the teams heading into the fifth, but let's take a slightly macro view, Sandeepan. Both these teams have been talking about the T20 World Cup. A lot of the conversation has gone away from this particular series, and they've spoken a lot about the T20 World Cup, and understandably so, because we've been saying this repeatedly. These are the only T20Is at the moment ahead of the World Cup. Having said that, even if India lose this game, where do you think they will be? If at all India lose this game, where do you think they will be? Will they be happy with the processes that they've done? But or will they be gutted with losing a series? Because at the end of the day, you're still losing a series and you don't want to lose matches.
Absolutely, especially at home. India don't want to lose matches at home, and I think they will be gutted. I think they will be gutted to lose the series. But after defending this total, I think the momentum has shifted towards the Indians. I have a feeling now they know that if they can reach around, if even if they lose the toss, if they can reach around 180 or odd on that score,
Yeah.
which can be termed as a 180 190 can be termed on the spread. This
Yeah.
the due. So
Yeah.
I guess now the confidence will be there, but the same thing will happen to the English side as well. Now they also know that the scores, a big score can be defended on this pitch. So same thing can happen on the for the English team as well. But I think after this performance, the momentum has shifted towards the Indians, and India will go as favorites, go in the go into the series decider as favorites.
So my follow-up question obviously is, at the end of the day, we are talking about winning the series. Now, does India focus on processes or do they try and play their best team? For example, KL Rahul, case in point, has not been going through a good patch of form. 17 balls taken for 15 runs scored in the last game as well. Now, in this case, if Ishan Kishan is fit, do you bring him in because he's been in the runs? Or do you play KL Rahul?
I would definitely play Ishan Kishan. I have to play my best 11 and inform 11. And KL Rahul unfortunately doesn't fit into that my inform 11. So I'll definitely bring in. I'll definitely bring in Ishan Kishan. And he will
also because there is the IPL that's there in the offing, right? So KL has enough time to gain that form and gain that momentum in these conditions. So Ishan comes into play.
And also he's a part of the ODI squad as well. So he will get enough game time over there also. So I guess for this final game, I'll definitely play Ishan Kishan.
Yeah. Any other changes apart from that you reckon, or no? India are pretty happy with what they have, especially in the bowling unit.
Sundar. I think Sundar, apart from that one first over, initial over when which we went for 17, he did make a comeback, decent comeback. So I think Virat, knowing Virat, that he will probably stick with Sundar. So and Rahul Chahar, I'm not sure. I think he hasn't done enough to be dropped.
Okay.
I think he has done. Yeah, it will be very harsh on him if he gets dropped after one game. So one more game.
Yeah. All right. From an England perspective, Sandeepan, look, at the end of the day, they've looked like a very settled unit. We've spoken on and on about how good they are and they know their roles, they know their processes. You still take a look at it and you realize that David Malan has not had the best of series. Now, what do England do in this scenario? Do they have enough bench strength to get somebody in, or do you continue with David Malan? And also, looking down the order, you haven't rested your Jofra Archer. We thought that England would, but they did not. It seems like they won't give. They'll sort of push the ante with him again, won't they? They play their best team.
Yeah, England, from their attitude in this series, they have made it clear that they have come here to win the series. They have come here to beat India in India. So I guess they will definitely play Jofra Archer if he is fit. Obviously, if he is fit. Malan, yes, he has been the weak link of this England team. So probably England should try and bring in Moeen Ali. He will give an extra spin option, and he is a decent enough batsman as well. I think England have enough depth in their batting lineup. Someone like Johnny Bairstow can bat at number 3. He can
or just give Ben Stokes the license at 3. I mean, he's done it for Rajasthan. He's sent him.
Yes, but no, but in that case, this England team will be a bit top heavy. Both Stokes and Butler batting in the opening, and one is opening on number 3. So probably they need someone down the order as a finisher. Currently, Butler is doing the job at the top. So I guess they now trust Ben Stokes to finish the game as well. So I think if Malan gets dropped, then someone like Johnny Bairstow can definitely come in at number 3.
Interesting. Looking at these two teams, Sandeepan, at this point of time, will both of them be happy with what they've seen in terms of their performances in this series? Remember, there has been a lot of talk about processes and understanding what the players have been doing. At this point, with 2-2, which of these two teams will be happier?
I think England. Because clearly, because they are looking like a more settled unit. There are just one change here and there, but apart from that, they know what they have a better idea than India than what their best combination is.
Yeah.
And they are just now trying. They are just now getting accustomed to these conditions. To this Indian condition. They are learning the art of bowling with the wet ball. So I guess as of now, I think England looks like a more settled unit. And but from India's point of view, they are not sure about their best combination. KL Rahul is also not going through a good. KL Rahul going to a bad patch. Rohit Sharma hasn't taken things.
In his appearances, 2 appearances.
Yeah. And also, I think there are like what we have discussed in the previous game, that Washington Sundar is doing decently. It will be very harsh to criticize him, but as a frontline spinner, India needs Indian spinner. As a frontline Indian spinner, he needs to be an attacking option, not a defensive option. So at this point, Washington Sundar seems like a 4 over 26, 27 kind of a bowler. But India needed attacking spinner in the middle, and at this point, Chahal is also not going through a very good form. So I don't think India is looking as settled as England. But I guess if they win this game, and then their confidence level will go much higher.
Yeah. Standout performer in this series, at least in the first few games, has been Virat Kohli from an India perspective. Did not click in the last T20, but he will not be concerned about that. Of course, knowing what Virat Kohli and how he goes about his business. What are the couple of concerns he will have, and what are the areas that India need to better to win this series, Sandeep, and that he will be keen that India iron out in this last T20?
Look, one concern is Virat Kohli's batting position. I don't think he
shuttling too much.
He fits nicely at number 4. But at this point, they are experimenting. That's why they are sending. They sent Surya at number 3. But I think Virat will be at number 3. Surya can bat at number 4. But and also probably the other concern for the Indian team will be Rohit Sharma needs to play a big knock. I know he has been around, he has got some good starts, but he needs to capitalize. And it's now there is too much of competition at the top, and you just cannot play just because you are the vice captain, or you are one of the senior most player over here, because once someone like KL Rahul will start firing, Rohit Sharma needs to justify his batting position as well.
Yeah. Tell you what, the competition is so hot for places that even if you've become the top scoring batter in a recently concluded series, albeit in a different format, you still have to perform. You still have to come out and do. That's just the nature of this Indian team at this moment.
And also, remember, let's not forget that Dhawan is also part of the ODI squad as well. If he can play, get some runs over there, then their competition will be much more stiffer for the opening position. And it will be very harsh. Ultimately, I think it will be very harsh on someone like Ishan Kishan, who did well at the opening, but probably in the T20 World Cup, he won't open for India.
100%. You mentioned the ODI squad. Let's take a quick look at that squad, Sandeepan. I'm just going to read out the squad for us. Obviously, captain by Virat Kohli. Rohit Sharma still figures as the vice captain. Of course, no rest for Rohit. Shikhar Dhawan, Shubman Gill, Shreyas Iyer, Surya Kumar Yadav being called up because of his very good performance in the T20Is, and of course it was a long time coming. Hardik Pandya, Rishabh Pant, KL Rahul named as wicketkeeper. Remember, Yuzvendra Chahal, Kuldeep Yadav, Krunal Pandya gets a look in after a long time. Washington Sundar, T. Natarajan, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Mohammad Siraj, Prasidh Krishna, of your beloved KKR and Shardul Thakur. What do you make of this team? First impressions, obviously no Ravindra Jadeja yet, but a couple of very interesting additions in Prasidh Krishna and Suryakumar Yadav.
And I think Shreyas Iyer is name is missing in this from this squad.
No, he's a part of the team.
Oh,
he's a part of it. Yeah.
Oh, wow. In that case, I think too many middle order players, I guess.
That's true.
Just a 3-match series, so it will be very hard to accommodate. It will be very hard to accommodate all of them. But I guess
just the bio bubble nature, isn't it? You need to just have reserves and reserves and reserves.
Yes. Yeah, but still, I think it's a very balanced squad. It's a very strong squad. There are quite a bit of bowling options for the Indian for Virat Kohli. T. Natarajan, what a comeback it will be for T. Natarajan after that fabulous tour of Australia. We'll be very excited to see T. Natarajan bowling on this home soil. Especially, I would like to see how he bowls with the wet ball, because in the scheme of things of the T20 World Cup in India, T. Natarajan is, I believe he needs to play a very crucial role, because he has a very good control. He can bowl in the death. And in the IPL, we saw that even with the dew, he can bowl, you can execute his Yorker perfectly. So I would love to see him bowling in the death overs. Apart from that, it's like, all the usual suspects will feature in the 11. But I think overall, it's a very good squad. And I really hope that Kuldeep Yadav will get a look in. The poor chap has been sitting on the bench line in every format for a long time. I think he needs to get a look in. And whenever he gets a game, he hardly gets to bowl. So that is another problem.
Yeah, but I
think India needs to invest on Kuldeep a little bit. I always believe that, okay, fine, Chahal has done well. He has been a very good bowler in white ball cricket. But I always believe that Kuldeep has more variety than Chahal. And if someone like Kuldeep, the problem is that he needs some confidence. Even if the KKR, I have seen this problem. Whenever he believes that his position is in the 11 is a bit tricky, and all, his performance graphs goes down. So as a captain, it is very
you need to back him.
You need to back him. He needs a captain who can back him and say, okay, you will play these 3 matches now. Just justify your selection.
Interesting indeed. Well, of course, the ODI series is going to be an interesting one. But before the beginning of the ODI series, rather, it's time for the decider. It's time for the showdown in the T20I series. A big game on Saturday. Sandeepan, final thoughts before we wrap this preview up.
Now, at least we know, we have understood that it's not, or the game is not dependent on the toss. Now it will be a much more even contest. Yeah, finally, yes. A much more even contest and much more open game, I guess. So, brace yourself for a fantastic Saturday night.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. A lot of players in very good form. New players have come into the team, especially speaking from an India perspective, have really taken us all by surprise and by storm. And they'll all be in action along with the usual suspects, of course, in this showdown clash. And the usual suspects like Sandeepan and I and Abhishek Mukherjee and everybody else at Cricket News will also be around to bring you the latest from all of the action unfolding in the India versus England series, and of course build up towards the IPL, which is ominous and upon us in just a few days. Sandeepan Banerjee, thank you so much for joining us. Have a great weekend. Of course, you'll be working on Saturday and working on Saturday night, but I hope you get a relaxed Sunday. I'm hoping for one as well. I hope you get a relaxed Sunday as well, and see us back again for the ODI series, which will be in and around the corner beginning on Tuesday. See you then.
Absolutely, Sumit. Thank you.